Hi, I'm Gilbert Lou from Braden River High School's Engineering, Design, and Leadership Academy, and we're here today at the Galvano Golf Tournament at beautiful Lakewood Ranch. We're excited to be here today, and I have my drone team with me from Braden River High School. Evan, tell us what you have here.
Here I have one of the many 3 drones we have here. This does full camera. We can take aerial photography, and we can fly up to like a mile away.
All right. And this is Jordan. Jordan, real quick, tell us about the viewing system that we have on this with the goggles.
All right, so basically what we do is, here, I'll take this. We have an FPV system. Basically what that does is we have a transmitter and receiver, and we have cameras on them. So basically these cameras will be wired into the transmitter, which will send it down to these goggles that we could wear. And we'll be able to see right through the drone so that when we're flying it, we could see it in a first-person view. So we'll be wearing these, and then we could just fly them, and it looks like we're in the drone.
And what's kind of neat about the whole thing is that, the students, they could be up to a mile away and they could see everything that they're doing right through this set of goggles right here. It's pretty neat, and it's pretty much off the chain as far as that goes. This is Gilbert Lou reporting live from Lakewood Ranch Golf Course at the Galvano Golf Tournament. Well, one of the things about our engineering program is we have students that are pretty much, they come in with some pretty much mad skills, and they like to do different things. And we do robotics, fiber optics, pneumatics, hydraulics, lasers, rocketry, aerospace. But this is an area that kids have taken off on. They've built these drones. And tell us what you did in this particular case with this one, Jordan.
All right, so basically this is a hexacopter, meaning it has 6 motors and 6 props, which you can see right here. And basically the reason why we have so many is that so it could hold a big lift, so we could hold more batteries, bigger cameras, and things like that. We use a GPS system, so on a windy day like this, we need to keep our drones nice and still so they're not flying everywhere, so the GPS will actually make sure it stays at a single point. We have an FPV system, and you can see we have a 3D printed camera mount right here, and you can see the camera right inside of it, and then we have a transmitter hanging on the bottom, which will send it down to the glasses that you saw earlier.
We're learning mechanical programming. We use 3D printers. We program these all by ourselves. Everything has to be programmed. Everything has to be made. And we're basically pioneers in this. There's not many people out there to help us with. So this has been like a year process of building all 3 of these. And it's just time and experience. We learn computer skills. We have 3D models, 3D printed parts, CNC'd parts.
I think one of the most important things to know about our program at Braden River High School is it's not just about one school in Manatee County, it's about all of our schools here. I mean, Manatee County doesn't take a back seat to anyone. In the state this year, in the Technology Student Association, Braden River High School took first place in the state, and Southeast High School took second in the state. And Lakewood Ranch took 3rd place in the state in engineering programs across the whole state. And I don't look for anything any different in the near future because of these great kids that are up and coming. We have some real promising kids. But Manatee County's #1 in the state and nation, and we continue that with these great kids doing the great things that they're doing. It's really all about what these kids are doing. And as advisors, it's an honor to be able to have an opportunity to work with kids like this. And I get to do it every single day.
We're thrilled. We're thrilled that you're doing this, and hopefully some of the money that we raise here today in terms of the classroom scholarships and the mini grants and things of that nature, don't be bashful about reaching out to the foundation to help your program with your drones.
Mr. Galvano, I know that's it's an important thing that you just said because Mary Glass and the Manatee Education Foundation provided a grant for us to build these drones.
Well, good.
And
well,
these 3 drones that you see
in action, we'll do about $400,000 here today to go into Manatee County schools.
Wow.
And this is what it's all about. These are things that traditional funding doesn't cover, and we want to be able to enhance education with the dollars that we raise. And so I'm excited that you're here, and it's a great example for people to see where their donations are going.
Thank you so much for all your support and all that you do for education. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Right.
Okay, so let's get airborne. I am so proud that we are here 19 years at this tournament, raising significant dollars for Manatee County education that really enhance what we do in our classrooms. If you saw out front, we have Braden River High School has their drone program that they're displaying. That's because of dollars from this tournament. That's because people step up for Manatee Education Foundation. It says that people care. You know, we've had a tough year in Tallahassee. We've not quite finished our work. We're going to go back in June, and sometimes it's easy to get lost in the rancor. But when I see so many senators and so many House members and people from all over the state gathering together to help support education, it reminds me that our differences are few and our common goals are many. And I'm very excited about that. And we're going to raise, let me tell you, we'll be maybe around $400,000 here today, and that goes right into classrooms. I'm not on the foundation. This is a tournament that my family chose to have the proceeds go to education because my father was a big proponent of education. He believed that was the key to anything you wanted to do in this life. And so I'm so comfortable when these dollars go there that they're going to the right things for the right purposes. The leadership of the foundation has just been amazing. And, you know, every now and again I'll get a beautiful letter from a teacher or maybe a student thanking me and my family for this tournament, when the truth is it's the leadership of the foundation that makes it all worth it. We have from other states, we have from New York, we have from Tennessee, we have certainly all over the state of Florida. And and I have to say, if the tournament itself is the best golf tournament that occurs anywhere. I'm a golfer. My father was a golfer, hence the tournament. I can tell you that people look forward to this tournament because of everything we do out here on this golf course, whether it's the restaurants that participate. You hear the music right now. It's not just about golf. It's a community gathering. It's fellowship, and frankly, it's a party. What I would like the community to know is that the dollars the Education Foundation puts into the bloodstream of education here in Manatee County are dollars that go places that tax dollars cannot. And let me emphasize that. Where tax dollars go, these dollars cannot. So we're not supplanting or replacing dollars. We are actually enhancing education. So these are programs and activities that are funded that otherwise would never be funded but for the dollars raised at this tournament.
First of all, this is a phenomenal event. We're excited about the 2 days we've been here already. Today's the culmination. Tonight's the dinner. We're excited to be here. We're here to support the Galvano Classic because the senators are super involved in obviously a lot of issues throughout the state. But for Place of Hope, my big issue is taking care of the most needy kids in our entire community and our entire state. Abused kids that have to be removed, at least temporarily, by the state of Florida, put in the foster care system. Senator Galvano is a big advocate for those children and has proven his desire to help them in a much bigger way. And so we just want to give back. We want to be here and support what is also dear to his heart, this event and education in Manatee County. And so we're thankful to be a part of it.
We've supported Senator Galvano for approximately 10 years. And when you think about this as the 19th year and what's going on in Manatee County with the education, that his father had a dream that education would be the biggest thing. And education is the biggest thing that we have to worry about. And our association with Charles just proves that we need to take care of the children in our state and our country. And you know, Senator Galvano has been the leader of that, and he's made this what it should be. And when you can see the amount of money that's going to go to the students and the classrooms in Manatee County, that is phenomenal. And God bless him for what he does for the state of Florida. Well, it becomes almost an international event. When you see how it's grown over the 19 years, and yes, there are people coming in from Syracuse, New York, that are going to be here today. That's amazing. That's an amazing feat of what can be accomplished in a great state like Florida.
Well, look, I think all of us, businesses and individuals, pay enough taxes in the state of Florida and the nation for that matter. This is an event that nets proceeds that benefit the kids in the public school district over here with things that would not otherwise happen. I think that is a great thing. This is not another ask of the taxpayers. This is not another levy against taxpayers to do something that really should be done already anyhow. But so this is the community stepping in, the business community, individuals, philanthropists stepping in to fill that gap. And so I don't know who wouldn't want to be a part of that. It's a great opportunity, and it's growing. A lot of golf tournaments come and go. This one continues to grow. And so I think anybody would want to be a part of this and even replicate it in their own community in other states as well.
I think that when you can get the business community to work with government, this is the most important part of what we do today. Charles emphasized that it's not a taxing thing. This is something where 100% of these proceeds are going to go to your county and your students. This is what business and government should be, and this is what Phil Galvano has proved, and Bill Galvano have proved that this can happen in the state of Florida.
Well, the reason why I take a great satisfaction in this is I represent a number of our board members who represent our community businesses, community organizations that love putting their effort to bring dollars in directly to the classroom. So unlike a lot of other efforts, the monies that we raise through the generous involvement with Bill Galvano and in fact his entire family is to encourage our friends and donors to give money to the Manatee Education Foundation. And again, those dollars go directly into the classrooms for the teachers and for our students. And if my parents were school teachers, retired school teachers, my wife's a teacher, and we all know that the effort that the teachers put in and the money they pull out of their own pockets to make their classrooms a little bit different, a little more successful. And we love the fact that we're able to contribute in some small way to some 244 teachers last year received grant money up to $500 per class. And if you're a math teacher and you need some calculators at $35 each, it's hard to find that money in your own pocket. We're happy to do something like that for them. So we really appreciate and we're honored that we were able to help in some small way. We are, and we recognize that every school, whether it's an elementary school, middle school, or high school, all have unique goals and unique events in their neighborhoods. And their neighborhoods may be, they want to focus on arts, or maybe they want to focus on engineering. And so we have companies that are looking for future engineers that will provide grant money to say, hey, we'll provide drafting tables for some of your classes. So it's outside of the normal school budget, but it's directly something that directly involves and directly enhances that teacher and student opportunity. So we love the fact that we can augment something that a teacher thinks they need, and then we're happy to provide that for them. As a member that's been involved with this for over 15 or 16 years, I remember, I believe our first event, we actually only raised $11,000. 15 years ago it was about $30,000 with only local support. And again, with the help of Bill, we've been able to attract larger and larger companies, and again, companies that really see the great impact and benefit of supporting public education in Manatee County. So to be probably one of the largest events in the state where brings companies and individuals throughout the state, we're very, very proud of that, and we really, again, appreciate all our support that we're getting, not just locally, but throughout the state for this event. Well, again, I think it's so important that public education is, as you know, students that need to be able to learn to read by third grade, and they learn from what they read beyond that. So we focus our efforts on just some of the very basic things that our students need. But we also want to make sure we create an environment where businesses and community leaders can come look back into our own community and say, I want to do business in that marketplace. I want to do business there because I can find good healthcare workers, I can find good engineers and data processing people. So we realize that a good educational system is absolutely viable to a place that we know Manatee, Sarasota is going to grow somewhere between 60% over the next 40 years. And the way we can help augment that growth with really great jobs and great companies coming to this area is through that education. So we want to continue to encourage companies to look over to our organization as a way to fund that kind of opportunity. So we think that'll be an opportunity that companies will be able to enjoy in the future.
Well, it's just great to be here and support, first of all, Manatee County and, of course, our Senator Bill Galvano, but it just does so much for Manatee Educational Foundation, helping kids and that venue. So it's just always a great thrill to be here and a pleasure to be part of it. Well, of course, Bill brings this all together and his team, but I think it says that the community really supports the cause and what this is all about. So it's a great event. I play in a number of golf tournaments, but this is probably one of the best around, and it's always fun. You always see a lot of people you know and new people every year, and it's just a great way to be part of the community but also give to the kids. Well, you know, education is just critical to our society and to the success of a society in our community. And government and taxes and all can't do everything, so this just augments some of what's being done there in a very positive way. And it's just an awesome way to support education in our community in a way that maybe wouldn't otherwise be supported. Well, so, okay, I've got the winning team today. I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I have my son, Austin Boyd, my legislative aide, Ben Smith, who's not too shabby, and a buddy of mine who played golf at University of Florida and is champion of Braden Country Club, George Desir. So, yeah, we got a pretty good team. And then there's me. So as long as I stay out of the game and just kind of help them with drinks or the bunker raking or whatever, I think we got a chance. I would just say thank you very much for your support. Thank you for coming out. As you said, people from all over the country are here, most importantly around the state of Florida. It's a great cause. It's a great effort, and we just thank you for being here and thank you for being part of it. Thank you as well, Charles, and your team for always being here, always being faithful and covering this event.
Well, two things. Support Bill Galvano and his great effort and support the kids. He does such a spectacular job raising money for the Education Foundation, and you don't get an event this large without a lot of helpers. So I just want to be one of the cheerleaders for Bill Galvano's great effort. Well, it says we care about public education, which we do. And I think when you have elected officials like Bill Galvano who have lived in the community for so long, there's 100% commitment to the local community, and that's part of the big difference. First, you have to care. I am playing with my golf partner from Venice, and we'll hack around there the best we can. We don't win. We're just here for the entertainment and the food. Well, what I'd like the community to know is there's a lot of posturing going on there. Government is not going to be shut down. We're reasonable people that generally can get along, and there'll be a budget July 1st, and then everything will get worked out. And what they really need to know is an unusual circumstance, which is our next session starts in January instead of March and April. So anything that we don't cover in the next week or couple of weeks, we'll start over with it in January, and it'll all be fine.
Well, it's pretty simple. It's the kids. I mean, this is something that Bill Galvano started to help support our school district, to support the Education Foundation. It's in memory of his father, and every year this tournament raises a ton of money for the students. You know, you look at some of the things that we do that we can't do. You look at the Braden River High School TSA competition. We've got students from Braden River High School here today. letting the legislators, actually, one of the benefits of this is that we have legislators here, and letting them see what the funding is doing to help our children in our schools. So this is just another way that we try and leverage what's going on in our schools, and also try and help support the students. This is Manatee County. Manatee County has always supported education, and I think Manatee County always will support education. You know, the legislators do their very best, and we do our best to try and help them understand the needs, and then, you know, hopefully we're able to help them work through some of the difficulties they have to support those needs. So it's a cycle, and you know, we're thrilled that they're here and learning a little bit more about what's going on, and hopefully supporting public education as much as they can. I'm playing with Gary and Charlie, the NDC team, and you know, we have a variety of vendors as well as other people that all get in and support this cause.
Well, it's critical because it gets back to doing things for kids and children and the Education Foundation. And I tell you what, Bill Galvano has stepped up in a big, big way to make this event so successful, and all of that money goes for education, Manatee County. Yeah, they come up because Bill obviously is looking at the Senate presidency. People understand that. They like him. He has a name in the state that everybody recognizes. It's all good, and they figure if Bill Galvano is behind this, I'm stepping up with him. Yes, it really is. Particularly, we're not sure where this legislative session is going to go. It's up in the air at this point. The governor and the legislature are a little bit at cross purposes. We're going to have money for what we're doing here, and so we hope that all gets straightened out in the best interest of all the kids. But right now, we're taking care of our own. Well, you know, we talk about that a lot. I'm on the CEO roundtable with under the supervision of the school superintendent. And we bring a lot of these kinds of issues to the forefront. We keep doing that, we keep doing that. All of a sudden, you know, the school system's getting better. Other issues affecting the school system get better. So it's a community effort. And the thing that I like about Bradenton, and I always have, is people help each other in Bradenton. We look out for each other. Well, Rick, I'm playing in the Rick Foley's force, and Rick, because of his hip operation, can't play today, but he's going to ride around. He's got a golf cart decorated in red, white, and blue, and so he'll be there cheering us on.
On behalf of Bright House Networks, we are so excited to support the 19th Annual Galvano Golf Classic, benefiting the Manatee Education Foundation. My name's Leah Brown, and I've had the pleasure of working with Mary Glass and the foundation for several years. We've always stepped up to be an Eagle sponsor, and we just believe in what the foundation does. We sponsor their Cash for Classroom grants, their 4th and 5th grade trip to see Snooty at the South Florida Museum. They have so many fine programs and projects that they work on throughout the year, and everything is focused on education and how they can make it a better life for their teachers in the district. So again, we are happy to support the foundation anytime that we can help with education and students and teachers and making their lives easier. We are absolutely all about it. So METV, thanks for giving us the opportunity to thank Mary Glass and for everything that she and the foundation does for the community. Thank you.
I got to tell you, when Bill Galvano really started putting this together, it was all about the kids. The next year it was all about the kids. And for 19 years, it's all about the kids. It's about education. Everybody realizes that our education system needs more money. They need more help. And this foundation right here, it does it. And it does it year after year after year. I know last night, I think the total ticket last night was $350,000. There's not too many that beat those kind of numbers. I got to tell you, and a lot of people don't realize that. My wife was a school teacher for over 30 years, and how much money these teachers end up taking out of their pocket. I mean, out of their pocket. And it's not they're overpaid. They're taking it out of their pocket to make sure that they can educate our kids in the best manner possible. I think everybody recognizes the value of the event. I mean, let's face it, it never hurts that part of us have been involved in the legislature and we're able to lean on those people who have helped us and we've helped them over the years. But what's really neat is they don't have to do this. Okay, I mean, the session's over. They come down here because they believe in education. I'm playing with Senator Chris Smith, and that is a horrible, horrible thing. It really is. But he's a great guy. But he can't play with a darn. I got to tell you, the Education Foundation is something that everybody in Manatee County, we give a lot of money to a lot of charities, and a lot of people do, but a lot of that money leaves the state. We know that our kids are the most important thing that any of us are getting involved with. And so I would encourage everybody, if they're trying to figure out what is their next donation, what is their next charity, I would hope that they would look at the Manatee Education Foundation.
Well, Charles, just as you said, the 19th annual, that's pretty hard to conceive for a golf tournament to get more and more successful and to actually have reached $350,000, and we're not over yet. The event goes on until this evening. The golfers just went out, all 144, and we're so excited. I mean, the Manatee Education Foundation is so fortunate to have somebody of the caliber of Senator Bill Galvano to be out there as a partner to help in the community and statewide, nationally, to help us raise funds, not only for Manatee County, but we work with some of the other consortiums around the state and are able to help a lot of the programs within the Manatee County School District, like TSA and our Reading Buddies programs. And it's just the teacher grants, they look forward to those every year. And those average about $500 each. But, just to be able to help the teachers out with that little bit of extra money every year is so helpful. But back to the fun part. We're here today, gorgeous tent. I have to say to myself every year, what are we going to do this year to make it better? And you know what? We did it. We had the Chick-fil-A cow was out giving Senator Negron a Chick-fil-A sandwich. We have a DJ with people dancing, enjoying the food from Polo Grill, senators from around the state, all of our good, loyal supporters. Many of our Eagle and Birdie and community sponsors have been here since at least the last decade, some of them even from the beginning. I do know for a fact that people like Folly Bryant, NDC, have been here since the beginning. We also have community sponsors like Mosaic Company, and we also have Willis Smith and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So, to have that kind of people come out and support, not only are many of these people on my board, which really makes it, we are so lucky to have what some people consider one of the best and brightest boards in the community, and I'm so proud of that. We had Chairman Bob Goss out here. So nice to see him support our event. He is also a member of the Manatee Education Foundation. But, it's just so nice to see over this day the fun that we had at 14 holes. There'll be all our restaurants like Anna Marie Oyster Bar, Pier 22, Bonefish. Sonny's is new this year, Taco Bus. It's just wait till they get out there and see all the fun stuff out there. I can't wait. And, you know, just to, I think the main thing is how much fun people have today. And to see that over 12 senators, we have, as I said, President of the Senate, Andy Gardner is here today. We have 12 to 15 senators and elected officials that are out here. So really, I couldn't be prouder, I couldn't be happier, and more grateful to have the kind of people that are involved with this event. Thank you.